What up, traders? What up, investors? Ken here from Dyslexic Investor, and thank you for tuning in for another fantastic video. Today, we're going to be looking at the Wallstreetbets update with the GME or GameStop YOLO play. This individual has been consistently always updating the post, sharing, being very transparent on his losses, earnings, what he's holding, and so forth. This is a very well-documented YOLO play, and he's very confident and just very solid on his positioning on this is going to be making and printing a lot of money for him. With that, of course, with GameStop, if you're not familiar with it, they sell video games, collectibles, all the kind of various things that falls into that little realm of gaming. Of course, here is the update for this week. You can see he has a lot of GME calls. These are anywhere from this next month or January 2021 calls. A lot of them, some of them going out all the way to April. He's got the 10, 15, 17, 20 call, and then all the way going out to April. He has the $12 call there. We're going to be switching over to the chart here in a second. You can see the quantity that he has of all these calls combined. It looks like it could go further because it's saying a total of 10,000, and he just looks like he just really spread it across multitude of different various options. That being said, you can see that the gains are pretty substantial. His total gain so far is at 1.18. There was actually a week, I believe, I went back here and I looked at it. He had a week of a really extremely well week where he was up 1.9 million at one point. And then now it's, again, GameStop stock. Once we switch over to Thinkorswim, you'll see it's kind of come down, but it's looking to potentially rip higher once again. Again, this guy is steadfast on holding these positions. You can see the capital allocated to this. Again, he has stock as well. Sorry, this is $10,000 stock here. So he bought this. Last price was that. He paid $4.11. So that just shows you the the amount of persistence that he's had in this stock, and just continued just to hold this and just really just make a very aggressive long-term YOLO play here. Again, the combination of stock and options is a very good play, very smart. Is it smart to put your whole account into it? I would have to disagree with that. But again, this is Wallstreetbets. Common sense doesn't really come very easily here. But again, you can see here, even just with the stock value, it's actually not that much compared to the amount of options. Again, well over the total value, about 250. He's up about 1.5 million on that. So it's still crazy. He's still up 845% on these options in stock. So definitely still give him a round of applause. You can see the amount that he paid for some of these options are just absolutely ridiculous, and they're trading for well over $1. This one's trading for $3.80. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I'm just trying to giggle here on this crazy amount of trades. And again, this is it's a YOLO. Like, this guy is being very transparent about it. Like, he was just like, here's the update. Here we go. Everyone just kind of knows him. It's the deep effing value. He's the Gamecock trader, so that's basically what he's known as within the Wallstreetbets. So let's go ahead and peruse our way over to the chart. Of course, looking at ticker symbol GME, GameStop. Again, this guy was buying it way back here, I believe at like 411 with the stock options. Even I think even further back. Basically, most of the stock was purchased the summerish time of this year, accumulated all throughout this like really slow slumping period, and then boom, just took off. This is a crazy move. This kind of came on our radar again due to basically running from like $4 to like $8 in a very short period of time. Kind of came back here. You can see here on the chart here, we're hitting the 21 EMA here, kind of bouncing off of it multiple times. But we had that large pullback with a lot of the favorites that we've seen in the past coming weeks. But with this movement down, we kind of found some kind of a base here around $11. Really held it very well, to be quite honest. And now we're seeing that kind of come into fruition to potentially get a kick higher. So we just do a very quick fib from this analysis here. we're looking again, we hit that 50 percentile move just today, which is around $13.11. If we can get any kind of movement up above 13.77, we could see that potential move even higher to that 14.69 to all the way to $15. But if this base really wants to hold around 11.66, 11.50, we're really going to be looking for some targets around 17.36 all the way up to 19.28. Again, looking back at his options, a lot of those options were at those strike prices. Again, he bought a smorgasbord from 10, 15, 17 and a half, 20s, and of course he also has the accumulation of stock. I think that this, potentially speaking, in full disclosure, I do have a slight small position in GME currently. By slight, I mean it's like 1/10 the normal size that I do anything, because this is a little bit too speculative for my play, and I bought some longer dated calls in this, just to be full disclosed on that. Looking for this to potentially move higher in the next coming weeks. That's on the daily chart. On the weekly chart, like, look at this movement here. The reason why I think we potentially got stopped out around that $15 strike price, $15 zone, is because that's where we previously had multiple previous support kind of coming in way back when. Again, this is into 2018 and the stages of 2019. Again, this is a weekly chart, so each of these little bars or these candles is equivalent to 1 week. So what can we expect for GME going forth? Again, really strong base. If it does come back down to 11.66, potentially this would be a really strong initial base to hold. Unless it's extremely bad news or whatsoever, it could potentially break through, and we can see some lower levels around 10 to around $9.50. But that being said, this is looking fairly strong. We have, again, potential earnings coming out on the 8th of December, with that potentially a nice earnings run. So looking for, again, key levels, or we're looking for on the Fibonacci tree here is 13.77 to around 14.69, and then trying to test potentially its previous high at 15.87. So hopefully that was informative. Hopefully you learned something. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, this is Ken from the Dyslexic Investor, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.